Hi everybody, I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb.
And we're the Streeters.
Welcome to the ARTyRV live Q&A tonight. We're talking about stained glass and we're so excited because we have viewer showcase tonight.
That and it's holidays have just really started and kicking off with a big bang already. So hi everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight.
We hope you had a fabulous weekend. We hope you had some shows or you're getting ready for shows. We're excited here. It seems sales are just happening everywhere.
Yeah,
so.
and Ed, the pop-up sale was really good. We were very busy that day, so thank you all. And thank you all for that came out for the pop-up sale and purchased Christmas ornaments from us. Thank you.
Those of you that are ordered online, thank you very much for your order. We're getting orders out every day, so we really appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. So, hey guys, if you have a question for us tonight, just put it in the chat. Put a Q in front of it so we can find it, and then we'll be able to hopefully answer it. And if not, maybe one of our viewers can help us with it.
So just put your questions in the chat with a Q, and we'll get started in a minute. But we'll just hang out and wait for everyone to get here.
Somebody's baking cookies, Barb.
Really? Can you smell?
I can smell somebody's baking cookies out there. Thank you all. That smells good. Appreciate it.
Oh, and thank you guys. We've received a couple Christmas cards, and we want to thank you guys so much.
Thank you. It's very appreciative.
Some were handmade even, and we really appreciate that. So, you guys are so talented.
I know you guys are just of many talents, and probably wear many hats.
Yes. Probably do, and it seems like if you have craft in your heart, it's not just about glass; it's about all kinds of craft and art, and so
right.
Yeah,
because we're all in it together. So here we go. We got our first question.
Okay, we got our first question. Chet wants to know: I just purchased a Hakko 601 soldering iron and was wondering what the temperature as shown on the handle should be set at for 6040 solder.
Well, all of that, Chad, thanks for tuning in tonight, and we welcome you to the ARTyRV channel. So we just wanted to, on that iron, you're going to just do your own little test, but it's probably just the second little dot on that. What's going to depend on the temperature that you set your Hakko iron is going to be the humidity and the temperature in your studio where you're working. So just do a test with, the simple, just a solder and your soldering iron and do that test. But normally, when I'm working with lead and working with 50/50, I just use the first number. And you want to keep in mind that those temperatures that are on that iron are Celsius rather than Fahrenheit. So
so just start at that medium temperature and do your tests, and that would be
just work your way up.
The temperature you work at, because those irons aren't really that precise.
Yeah.
So they're going to vary just a little bit.
If you have a little bit of air moving across your bench every now and then, you're going to want to adjust for that, because believe it or not, just that little bit of air will cool the iron down and make you think that there's something wrong with it. But there's not. And always remember, before you turn your iron off, as you turn it down, put solder on both sides of the tip, turn it off, and make sure you unplug your soldering iron from the wall at night. You never know.
Thank you for that question. That was a good one. Karen wants to know if we have the blue ornament with the ball on the bottom. We have one like it. We make those. So the answer is yes.
Yes.
So
we'll be making ornaments tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday and Thursday and the rest of the month, right up till Christmas. So
yeah, we'll talk, email. I'll get that out to you. I'll get that out to you.
Get in touch with us, Karen. We'll be happy to get it out. So we want the 46. Yeah.
Thank you, Karen. Stephanie said she's baking the cookies.
How did I smell that? I don't know, but I'm telling it just something came across me, Barb, and I smelled cookies cooking. Thanks, Stephanie, for letting me know. I thought I was going crazy there for a little while.
Yeah, goodness. Carol wants to know if you're installing a window on an exterior wall, do you have to add a pane of clear glass on the outside?
Well, you don't have to, but here's the thing. You just did all that work for yourself or for your customer, and it's always best to put a piece of protective glass in front of it, it does two things. It keeps tree limbs and things like that off of it, rocks from flying up from the weed eater and the lawnmower, but it also keeps the weather off the window. And I recommend, I try to put everything that's facing exterior. Of course, we live in the coastal area where tree limbs fly around quite a bit anyway. And but yeah, I try to put a protective glazing in front of it, and something, 1/4-inch glass, if it's in an egress area, or if it's where you could possibly get a tree limb through it. You might even want to go the little expense of using a laminated safety glass. That's a plastic glass, and if it does break, it's like the windshield of your car. So, but I recommend putting it, if it's on an exterior wall, it's going to be working with the outside. I recommend putting a piece of protective glass in front of it.
If you can.
If you can, yeah. I mean, you have to get up. You have to get up there to put the window in. So, just go ahead and put the protective glazing, and then put the window in. And then, when you go home after you do that, you don't have to worry about it. Seal the outside piece of glass up real well. You don't have to worry about leaks or anything. So.
Right, and you don't always have to do. If it's a small window like this, a lot of times,
it's not
like
exposed
in a small
where it's going to get really,
where air conditioner was, or something like. It just depends on the application, But
and remember too, if you're the one thing. Here's the thing about the reason I recommend that you use a safety glass on the outside in front of your stained glass is because you never ever caulk your stained glass windows in. Okay, so if you don't seal them in, then they're going to leak. So the protective glazing is
gets
sealed in so that the water doesn't come into the house. And a lot of times water will get into a house and you won't see it for years. So you have to be real careful about that. But that's a good question.
Yeah, now they're worried because you said you don't seal that stained glass window in.
Well, if you ever have to take it out, you're going to just really ruin it trying to get it out because you have to cut it loose.
Right.
And that's just me, y'all. I'm doing this 43 years. That's just me.
Well, you can put a seal around the outside edge, right? But you're talking about sealing it in.
Yeah, I'm not talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about not putting a bead of silicone against the wood stop and setting the window in like that. Don't do that. If you need to seal it, what you do is set the window in the opening, make sure that it's not going to fall out, and then go to the outside and seal the glass to the wood. So at least if you have to remove it, you can at least cut that loose without ruining the entire window. So.
Okay. Mary Kay says she's having trouble finding lime green glass for you-know-whoville. Any suggestions?
Well, what I would do is here's the people that have made it in the past were Spectrum. Now, of course, they're Oceanside. But I would give Sunshine Glassworks a call and see if they can't find you that lime green glass. Because if you give Sunshine a call, give Sean or Scott or Barb.
What's their number, Ed?
The number for Sunshine is 1-800-828-7159. And you know what? We want to thank Sunshine for sponsoring our show tonight. We appreciate everything. And guys, if you're looking for tools, and just like you, if you're looking for glass, give them a call and let them know what color that you're looking for. And if you have a part number, it'll make it a little easier. But if not, ask them if they could please send you a couple samples. And I'm sure they'll be happy to take care of that for you.
Thanks, Ed.
So yeah, and you know what? And yeah, so thanks for giving us an opportunity to thank our sponsor. But give them a call because, like I said, Spectrum used to make that really pretty lime green glass. I don't remember the number of it, but I'm sure that Oceanside's making it still. I don't think they would drop that color. It's really unusual and it's pretty.
So everybody's getting a whiff of those cookies that Stephanie has in
Stephanie,
the oven,
it's awesome.
And we're all hungry now. Okay.
Oh,
so Stephanie wants to know, why do you put solder on both sides of the soldering tip when you turn it off?
Well, that's just what I do. It's just a habit. And what that does, it leaves a blob of solder on each side of the tip so that the tip doesn't corrode while I'm away, because I might not get back to soldering for a week or 2 weeks while I'm cutting glass and fabricating. So I just put that solder on each side. What I do is it's my soldering iron is on. I wipe it, and then I put a dab of solder on each side, and then I turn it off. And then I unplug it. And I use a rheostat. I don't use a Hacko 601 with a rheostat in it, just simply because I don't like the cord. And pretty much that cord is designed not to have an extension cord hooked to it because it's heavy enough not to. So, but I use a rheostat and my soldering iron. And so when I'm done, after I clean my iron tip, and then put solder on both sides of it, I'll unplug it from my rheostat, and I will also unplug my rheostat from the wall. And then when I go home at night, I don't go, hey, Barb, did I unplug that soldering iron? And we have to drive all the way back down here, because you don't want to leave that plugged in overnight and something, the unspeakable happen. So
That's right.
So anyway, that's my opinion and why I do that for my soldering iron, because it doesn't allow if you clean the tip, you've exposed it. So cover it back up, and then it won't oxidize by the time you're coming back to it in a week or two.
Good question.
Yeah.
Okay, Magali says she had a show this weekend and a customer wanted a discount if she bought 2 items. I already don't make money for the time I work on them, and I don't feel like I should have, and I didn't. What's your opinion? Okay.
That's a thumbs up, Magali.
Well, I have a little different opinion. Okay. Yeah.
I think 3. Now, I did that this weekend. They were purchasing 3 of things, and I was discounting it. So.
Customers like to bargain, and customers like discounts, and maybe you can raise your prices a little bit more so that discount won't kill you. But I always look and say, I've got a CCU discount, I have a veterans discount, and I have a seniors discount. And usually they're a senior, so they're like, oh yeah, I'm a senior, and they feel flattered because you didn't recognize that they were senior.
Right. Well, that's true too.
10%, is the max that you can do that in that.
Well, they could do buy one and get one 10% off too, Magali.
Well,
you don't have to discount both of them.
Well.
I don't know, but we have these really beautiful orbs that we made.
I did it just the other day.
And I did too, and I'm guilty of it. And you know what? Not guilty of it, but if you want to buy 3 of something, just don't pound me real hard to beat me down out of $3, because But you know what? If you're making sales at that show, I might not have discounted it. I might have said, I really
not
just
at the show. I don't know.
I don't know. It just depends.
I don't know. It
depends on what kind of mood you were in too, Magali.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or if you had sold something earlier in the day. If not, I'll take 2.
Yeah, and then he was paying in cash, and I didn't have that, credit card fee. So I felt like, well, maybe I could give him a little discount. And then I said, heck, I'm not going to sit here and figure that out. Just to myself, 10%. I figured he was either a veteran. I knew he was a senior, so.
Yeah.
But that's how I handle it.
And I think in a vet, I always ask them, when they do ask for a discount, Barb, I will ask them, well, are you a veteran?
But no more than 10%.
Yeah, 10%.
Unless you're doing a sale, and you're not doing a sale at a fair.
Yeah, you had to pay for the booth, so this is it, right? It's on.
You already figured your price.
Right. So.
Okay, enough on that.
I think it's your own discretion, Magali, and if it warrants it, do it.
Yeah.
That's a good. If it warrants it, do it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, go with your gut.
Hey guys. Ray's here. Let's give Ray a thumbs up. Ray, guys, Ray does a lot of work with our channel, and we really appreciate everything that he does. So let's give Ray a big thumbs up.
Thank you, Ray.
We
appreciate you. And So let's see if we have any questions
Okay, here we go.
We're just rambling on about things, right? Okay, a lot of people have joined in. Welcome, everyone. If you're watching this on the rerun, welcome. We're here every Monday night at 7 o'clock if you want to catch us live.
And you notice Barbara said every Monday night, not just when we feel like it, but every Monday night.
Anita wants to know, is it okay to not put a 3/16-inch lead frame border on a window and just solder up to the edge or copper foil the edges?
Well, that's fine. If you're gonna, yeah, you can do that. If you're just gonna install it in a window casing and put a stop around it, yeah, there's no reason to run lead around it and do any other additional work. Just put it in the opening, put your molding around it, tack it in, and come on back and build another one.
Exactly.
That's a good question, Anita. Thank you.
Yeah, it's 1.5 feet by a foot window. In order to fit it into a 3/16 frame, or does it have to have that big lead frame on it? No.
It doesn't have to have any of it. And if you're going to put it in a wooden frame, the wooden frame molding that I purchased, they also make it for strictly copper foil.
I don't think is she? Okay, 3/16, yeah. Okay, 3/16, is that what that?
Inch frame? Yeah, that's about it.
I don't know if that was, anyway, you don't need a frame.
You don't need lead around it or anything. Just put it right in the frame. And if you're going to frame it, that's the best way to do it. So I finished a little piece today, and I probably should show it to y'all because it's so cute.
What's that?
The Colleen window that the gentleman
Oh, it is
brought
so cute.
So
yeah.
he made this window. The gentleman made this window for a member of his family, daughter or sister.
When she was a teenager.
When she was a teenager.
Yeah.
And so he found it. Get it? He found it. So he brought it to us and wanted it cleaned up, and we patinaed it, and then we framed it, and it's so cute. And so he's going to be able to give it to his daughter, I guess, for Christmas, and that's going to be really special too.
Did he have it hanging before or no?
No, he didn't.
No, he never had it.
Yeah, so Ed's I am cranking out repair work this week. We are rocking on it. We got to get all of our repair work. We don't want anything in the studio after Christmas as far as repairs, so we're trying to get them all out and get them ready to go.
That is exactly right.
Yeah. But yeah, those are good questions. Y'all got a good question. I want to say hi, Lena and Les. Y'all, thank you for driving all the way up from near Walter Burrell and coming up and seeing us. And then we want to, go ahead and thank Linda and her husband from coming up from Somerville to see us for the day. It was awesome. It was great to see everybody that came out for our huge annual parking lot sale for our Christmas ornaments. And again, you guys that are ordering Christmas ornaments online from us, it is so greatly appreciated. You can't really understand how greatly appreciated it is. So.
Yes, thank you guys. We started working on the media project this week.
We did.
And things started arriving.
Boxes are
arriving. They haven't been unpacked yet. We're going to start taking the room apart, painting.
We're going to remove all the artwork out of the large closet, the walk-in closet that's in there, so that we can set up the office part there, right?
Yeah.
And then we're going to go get the paint.
Yeah, we gotta get the paint. So we'll be installing curtains from ceiling to floor where the windows are, but they're not really heavy curtains. They're kind of like sheer curtains, so they'll kind of give a nice filtered light when we need it.
Yeah.
And it'll give a lot of buffer noise. We don't have that much here, and there's a little bit of an echo.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? Just like we said, hey, those super stickers that y'all been giving us since Barbara mentioned the project from the South Carolina Arts Commission, we took that little bit of money and we were able to upgrade the curtain rods that are going into the new YouTube room. Hey, we're using the money that you guys are kind enough to donate to us to upgrade our project. So it's awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and a new chair, an ergonomic chair.
Oh yeah, Barb's got a new office chair coming.
So from there we'll start. I've got my lighting. I think I've got my lighting picked out and some other things. So once we get moving things around.
It's exciting, y'all. It
we'll
really
get
is.
Behind the scenes. That's not really relative to the channel, building out a YouTube room, but I think we can talk about storage ideas and office and things like that.
Tables, because we're going to be putting a work
There's the
surface in there.
workshop in there, so he can do it.
Yeah, so we need a work surface for our demonstrations.
for
And that's
our live stream.
For our live stream. So that's going into our new YouTube studio. It's really, a lot of thought is going into it, and we keep thinking about it. We think about it. Well, Barbara thinks about it more and more every day, so that when it's completed, it'll be right, y'all. I promise you.
Yeah, so I have things different things I have to measure each month, like viewers and all that kind of thing. And one of the things is, the conversations that we have with our customers and how we're going to keep track of what you guys want. So anytime you guys have an idea or something like that, just mention it in the chat or send me an email. I don't care whether it's about paint color or anything that. Just give us some feedback on what you think we should be doing or what kind of videos.
Yeah.
And I know we'll be doing more videos because as we look at the plan for the future, it includes a lot more videos for you guys.
Karen Mills, hand me Karen, thank you. We're going to upgrade something else now. I don't know what, but we'll be upgrading it. You got the lights going crazy. It's Christmas time, y'all. Woo,
Thank you.
Woo. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen. We appreciate that.
Let's go back to green.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I Am Alan wants to know how come Ray doesn't get any screen time. I Am Alan. Ray can have screen time if he likes.
We can do a.
Can
we do that?
I don't know. We'll have to find out from our producer if we could do that with Ray. Hey, let me tell you, Ray works really hard. He probably doesn't have time to talk to us.
I know.
No, but he really does. And y'all, everything that he does is so greatly appreciated. And every Monday night when you guys tune in and we're all sitting here chatting and talking about it, it just really is really special.
Anita said, I wish you would have filmed the Wednesday sale. I think that would be just magical. Oh, it would have been magical. Okay. Oh, let me tell them about the little girl that was in we had a little girl.
So I guess it was about 11:30 or so. The gallery was just packed with people, and this couple came in with these two children, and they're getting ready to get their ornaments and they're checking out, and the mom says, hey, this is I can't remember her daughter's name, but she said, I want you to know that she goes to your website every day and she knows the names of every Christmas ornament, all 19 of them, that are on your website. So all the names. And so I heard somebody in the back of my ear saying, oh, this is a peacock, this is a green peacock, and this is the simply red, and so
this is a Christmas wreath.
This is a Christmas wreath, and this little girl is oh gosh, she's
6?
6, yeah, she's 6. So she goes to our website every day, y'all, and her mom said your views are probably up.
She said, check your website, your views are probably up, and they are.
It was so funny.
Like
she was not one little bit, she wasn't shy at all about it. She was like, yeah, I really like going to your website.
So I was very proud of her, and she was the cutest little girl. And she's a big fan.
Yeah, she's a big fan.
So if you're out there tonight, and I'm sorry, I cannot remember your name, but
thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting you on Saturday.
That's right. And please come back and see us.
Yes. Okay, we have a question from Pip Moon.
Okay. Hey, how you been?
Yeah, how you been? I have a project idea around gum nut flowers. To do the cap, I can't do it in glass as it has a lot of angles. So I was thinking resin, but wrap the edge in wire to secure to the glass. Would this work?
You could. I don't know what type of flower that you're talking about. I don't think I've ever seen one. But as long as you use a copper wire to apply that around what you're trying to do. The other thing you might be able to do is to be able to decorative solder the center of that flower too. But I don't know what the center looks like. But I'm sure if you'll use a tinned wire that you can attach the center part that you're going to be working on to the flower itself, I'm sure it'll be just fine. And resin's good too. You can use resin. You could use glass fritz, crushed up glass, if you need that really like, is it if it's real bumpy or something? If the center's real bumpy, I don't know what the flower looks like. Do you have your phone, Barb?
No, I don't. I don't know what that.
Yeah, if I knew what that flower looked like, Pip, I'd be happy to throw a
Yeah, you
few
might be
more.
able to do a pat of air type.
That's what I was thinking with the
What is
frit.
that other stuff called? The glass frit, and you put water in.
Oh, freeze and fuse, Pip.
Freeze and fuse.
Check that out. Check that out. Freeze and fuse. You just need glass powder and water and some sort of a mold.
Though, a kiln.
Oh, and a kiln, yeah.
Oh, Pip Moon says that they're not that great at 3D glass, and that reminds me, Morton is going to come back.
Oh yeah, Morton system is back in production, y'all.
Soon. I don't know if it's back in or it's coming back, but plans are 2024. I don't know when or if it's already out there.
I don't know either, but if when the Morton system gets back up and running, several of our viewers have said, how do you put these angles together for these boxes and hold this and that? Guess what, y'all? That's one of the products that's going back into production. That angle holder.
Yeah, that little angle box. It's
We
yellow,
love that thing.
and it has every angle, and you make boxes in 3D, especially 3D, and it's heavy enough, and the angles are in just the right place.
They're perfect, yeah.
To where it doesn't tip over. I don't know how they do it, but it's just
you can-
really a cool.
You can make
cool item.
triangular, you can make obtuse angles, you can make anything with it. It's really nice. So,
Okay, this is a good question for you. Carol wants to know, is foiling different for left-handers?
it's. I'm gonna guess, yeah, probably. Just be like everything else is different for left-handers. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how I foil. I hold the glass in my right hand and I roll it with my left hand, and then I burnish it with my right hand. So, yeah, it's a little bit. And I find myself I only do it one way because apparently I can't do it the other.
So it's a little bit different.
It's a little bit different for me. The answer to that question is yes. I think it's different for me being left-handed. So I would think, yeah, if you're left-handed, the foil process may be a little bit different for you as well.
Okay, thank you, Ed. Rosie wants to know, do you have a lesson or video where you insert jewels in a panel?
Did we do that? Yeah. There's we use nuggets instead of jewels, but
Did we show how to insert them?
We copper foiled them in the
Yeah, but did we show
harbor
how to
window,
do it?
snug harbor window.
But did we show them how we do it?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know either.
Well, here's the thing about jewels. If you're using, say, 25 millimeter, which is 1 inch, that's just a simple rule of thumb. If you're using that, the jewels, I recommend that you still grind them a little bit, just to rough it up. But you use a 3/16 copper foil on them, because you don't want to take up any more room around that faceted jewel than you can. So we don't have a video on inserting them, but as long as it's cut your glass, treat it like any other piece of glass that you've cut that you're adding to your window. That's the best thing I can say, and use a very small foil around it.
And make sure your table is clean and the top of your grinder is clean so you don't scratch that jewel.
Yeah.
Because they're soft and they scratch real easy. You don't want that.
I'm sorry, guys. I was thirsty. Woo! Had to
Woo.
get a drink. Woo! Yeah, woo!
Okay. Pip Moon said, thank you so much. Great advice. I love watching you guys every week. Can the angle doohickey from Morton do small angles?
Yes. Yeah, it does. It's so funny. What is it, like 5 different trays in one tray, right? Mm-hmm. So it's 5 different trays in one tray.
And it's bright yellow.
You can't lose it. and it does.
Except I lost mine. I still can't find it.
I know we can't find ours.
But if I find it, I'll share it with y'all.
So, but yeah. So once the Morton system, we'll keep an eye on it. I'll find out from Sunshine once they get it in stock for us, and then we'll keep an eye out for it, and because it's a whole little glass shop for the hobbyist, and actually for the professional, because you can just lay out, you can cut perfect diamonds. You can cut 100 diamonds in 3 or 4 minutes with that thing if you've got your strips out just right. So.
Oh, we can't see Mary. Okay. Okay. Question from Magali. What is the unwritten rule when a customer accidentally drops a Christmas sun catcher at a show? Had a customer drop an angel and bent the halo, which is made of wire, but I didn't do anything or charge her. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
happens.
Accidents happen.
Yeah, they do happen. I'll go. Did you hear that? That little angel said she wanted to go home with you.
Oh, that little angel.
That little angel has to go home with you now.
Okay. I don't know if that'll work.
I don't know if that'll work or not. Yeah, it's the thing. I watched this show the other night. The lady owned a store, and she couldn't get customers. So she wanted to, but she had a you break it, you buy it policy. So the guy that was trying to help her out had a guy drink a bunch of alcohol, and then he dressed him up in a turtle suit. And they went into the antique shop, and he started just breaking stuff like crazy accidentally because he was turning around in his turtle suit. Well, anyway, the lady, he paid her. And so the guy's theory about, if you just send somebody in here and let them break stuff, you'll still have a good night in sales worked. And that's exactly what happened. It was so funny. And I don't even know the name of the show or the guy, but it's pretty funny. He does a lot of different things about different businesses, and he looks at things a little bit differently.
So he went in there and he situated all the vases like on the corner, so if you walk by, you might just hit it.
Yeah, it is. The guy goes in there like midnight or something, and stuff just starts falling, and you see him sitting there, and he's rubbing his head, and he's writing a check to the lady. But then the guy came back, and she said, "Well, that was a pretty good night." So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm talking out of school here, y'all.
Okay. Kathy likes our necklaces.
Oh,
Anita
thanks,
likes our necklaces. Oh no, that was Anita likes our necklaces. Okay, let me see where we are. Joyce has one of those little doohickeys.
Yeah, so isn't that sweet, Joyce? I mean, it's just really, really a nice little piece of equipment. So.
Okay.
And keep an eye out. You might be able to find it at a yard sale or something. So.
This is true. Okay, you want to do a glass demo, glass chat, or would you like to do some more questions? Do we have any questions? We can do
some more questions. I was looking for something in my office before the chat started. And I moved something and something fell out, and I hadn't seen it in a long time. So I just wanted to share. I don't know what book this came out of. It was just loose and it fell on the floor, and I picked it up. But then it just brought back all these crazy memories to me, because I know there's at least 12 of these projects out there, because there was one built every year for 12 years before my father died. He built one every year for 12 years.
Oh yeah, that's
so
right.
Those of you, I'm just going to share this with you. This is the big version of this, and he built one every year before Christmas, and we sold it every year.
I wonder if my mom still has it.
I don't know. Barbara's mom has one of them. I think she does. It's very possible.
She still has it.
So anyway, I don't know what book, but it does say here that this book was originally published in 1981. Okay.
I think they can see that.
So anyway, here, let's just do the close-up camera.
Okay.
Let's just do the close-up. So these are the large, there we go.
Turn it around.
Oh.
Turn it around. There you go.
So these are the large, these figures are 11 inches tall. Okay, so these are the three wise men. Here are the animals, the manger, the camels that are hanging out. All of these people, look at this.
Oh, that's pretty.
All of this. And my dad would build one of these every year. And one year Barbara's mom was the recipient of it. And so he designed it, but if you don't have this, you really should look for it. It's really a great.
I'm trying to see what book it is.
Yeah, and they would now, because we have battery operated votive candles, and you know the really cool thing about this is that throughout the whole year, my father would save all these brilliant colors of glass, little pieces, for this specific project. And but anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. And this was a nativity scene. I don't know what book it was in, and this is the large nativity scene rather than the small one. So they make one that's about, I think the figures are 5 inches, but these are 11.5 inches tall. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. Just brought back some memories when it
Maybe
fell
one
out.
day we'll get to build one.
Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe we will. It's a lot of work. It's 16 figures, including the animals, and quite a bit of work.
So,
But anyway, thanks for putting up with me, guys.
okay, that was my idea too. It's like an after. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, but here's a question from Rosie. Can you do a quick Christmas ornament?
You know, here's the thing, guys. I don't know what goes on out there in the YouTube land.
What you talking about?
Well, because here's the thing, my glass chat tonight, I was going to do a simple Christmas ornament, and then Rosie, I don't know how you figured that out, but Rosie, thanks for tuning in tonight.
That's
And
glass
a
chat
small
tonight.
Christmas ornament is right up everybody's alley tonight. Why? Because we're gonna do a quick, easy Christmas stocking, 2 pieces, and we're gonna cut it out, and hopefully it'll come out like it's supposed to.
Miss Mary's right here.
Miss Mary is right here
Get
on the
up in your
floor.
place, Miss Mary, so everybody can see you.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get her. Let's see if you... There she is. Say hello.
Hi, baby girl.
Oh, she's gonna give you.
There you go. That's the end I always get to talk to.
Yeah, that's the way she is. She's not too
Come here.
polite.
Get up here. Come on.
not
Get up on the table.
Okay.
Oh. So anyway, yeah. So when we get ready to do glass chat, Rosie, stick around, hon. We're going to do a quick, easy Christmas ornament
That you can draw
that
and
you
do
can draw
and
and do, and you don't even need a pattern. Just draw it and do it.
Okay, the Augustine machine. When working with copper foil, when is it necessary to add tinned wire to reinforce? I've been making some delicate designs and feel like it's probably a best practice to make them stronger.
Yeah, I recommend if you're doing sun catchers and things like that, and they're very delicate and pieces can hang and move. I usually try to use a 20 or even a 22 gauge pre-tinned wire and put all the way around the whole outside of the piece in order for it to make your piece much more rigid and stable. So.
How did your dad make the figure stand up?
Okay,
Renee,
are you
please.
ready for this? He took a piece of copper wire, number 8 copper wire, like a housing wire, okay? Stripped the plastic off of it, put number 8 copper wire, and then down like this, and then he would bend it, and then put a circle around it, and then he would bend it again and attach it right up one of their creases in their robe or something like that, and they would lean up. They don't stand up perfectly straight. They lean back at about 5 degrees or so, but then they all stand up. So it was just a copper wire backing, and then the way he bent the copper wire, it made like a circle like that, and then went up and attached to the back of the piece. So, and the copper wire is probably 6 or 7 inches long, so that it held the weight of the figure, and then he would attach it like that, so that when he patinaed the pieces, he would go ahead and patina that copper wire as well, and that would turn it black, and then he would set back then when he was doing them, when he was still alive, we didn't have battery operated votive candles, so we had to use the little wax ones and put behind it. So you had to be careful. But now we have battery operated votive candles. So use those if you're going to do that. It's much safer. And don't forget the stable is in your hands. Design the stable yourself. Make it as rustic as you like. Dad used to have fun with the stables because he would design a different one for each year that he did the glass.
Oh yeah, you can embellish them in all different ways.
He used to have so much fun with those stables.
They can be so pretty. Yeah. Okay, let's do viewer showcase. You want to do viewer showcase, and then we'll do.
Oh my gosh, that's right, Barb.
Yeah, let's
It's viewer showcase. Okay, everybody, hold tight. We're not going to run the chat up or down right now because we know where we are. So Barb's going to do the viewer showcase. Here we go. Y'all, thank you everybody for sending in these beautiful photographs of your work.
Okay, first up, this is Diane Scott, DSS, and this is a harmonic Victorian hanger, and the pattern was designed by Gary Summers, and she's made a couple of modifications and used some glass from another project. And so yeah, she's had that featured on a couple of Facebook pages, and she's proud of it.
And I really like the iridescent glass.
Yeah,
Iridescent glass
pretty.
really just does so many things.
Yes, it's gorgeous. Thank you, Diane. Okay, next up is Brett Jackson. So festive.
This gives me shivers. Wow.
I love a snowman. So yeah, isn't that cute?
So Brett, I'm not. Yeah, go ahead, Barb. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No,
I was going to say I'm not sure if that's purple glass around the outside or if it's the photo, and it might be the denim glass the denim water glass that's available. But either way, that window is exquisite. And it just makes me want to smoke a pipe, grab my hat, and get a cold drink.
And I'm curious what the cup is made of.
It's beautiful.
Because it looks like a little ceramic cup. So that's really cute. Really liking that.
Yeah, and I love his glasses.
Yeah, cute. Okay. Next up, more snowmen.
Hey.
And this is Summer Watson, a couple of her sun catchers.
They look nice. I just love.
Very festive.
And they kind of remind me of your great Aunt Jones.
Yeah.
Work that she used to do.
I like the snowman on the right. He has a lot of personality.
Yeah, he does.
And this is Carol Radkins.
Carol, way to go. This looks really nice. This is beautiful. I think she said there was over 100 pieces of glass in that window.
124 pieces.
Whoa. Nice job, Carol.
It's based on the Tiffany magnolia that is at the Hermitage Museum in Russia. The original is 4 times bigger, and so she had to simplify it some. Also, it's winter in the Pacific Northwest, so light is scarce, and so it was kind of tricky taking that photo. But she says she's learning from us both, and
well, Carol, we appreciate your kind words.
We've given her the confidence to tackle difficult projects. Thank you so much.
It's a beautiful.
Carol, we appreciate that. Beautiful. Okay, and this is Jules. That's the front and the back of the flag box. And this is her first box like this 3D.
It's very interesting. Barb, when I looked at it, I don't know if it's the front or the back, but it's the window on the side that's on the left. Almost looks like it's been painted or matted or etched. It's really interesting when you get it up close and look at it.
So it was a friend's uncle's flag.
Memorial flag?
Yeah, memorial flag that she made that for. And so that's a nice gift.
Really
and then
great.
they turn it either way. So nice.
Right. And, color always makes you smile. So that really probably helps a lot.
Yes. And then Margot Merritt. She says this is one of the fun pieces that she did. The dark pieces are all copper metal. that is hammered and liver of sulfur to age.
To oxidize the
Yeah.
copper. Yeah.
And
So
Steve
hammered sheet copper. It's really
Compass.
it's really
is
pretty.
What the idea is.
And
And
an
there's a little
ornament.
ornament at the top.
Yeah, isn't
So
that very
sweet,
interesting?
yes.
Very interesting.
We did a window with an ornament in the middle one time, remember?
Yeah, that's right. We did.
Had a hole in the middle.
Yeah, we left
So
it there.
thank you all. Thank you all.
And there's how you get a hold of us for next month's viewer showcase. Send in your photographs. Make sure they're nice photographs like these. You know, take your time, take a good picture for us because they really look nice. Y'all.
So send your photo with a brief description to viewer showcase and viewershowcase@gmail.com, and we'll get you on the viewer showcase next
Yeah,
month.
congratulations, everybody. Your
Thank
work
you
is
all.
beautiful. Thank
Very
you all for
nice.
sharing it.
Thank you for sharing it with everyone.
And now you're on the YouTube channel, so go tell your friends, bring them over, and sit down and watch the viewer showcase
Yeah,
together.
when you're having the holidays, take them to YouTube and show them you're famous. You're on the famous ARTyRV channel. Okay.
Okay. Shaz Ray says she's getting a little lag. We had a little lag in the beginning about 45 minutes ago, but that we cleared that up by turning everything off and back on. So what are we doing now, Barb?
I think you're doing a glass chat, Ed. I think that's what you're doing.
Glass chat. Okay, let's see what we got.
Let's see. I think we have everything here.
Okay, so we're talking about, it's so funny because I'm thinking I'm on the drive over, which I had about 4 minutes. So I'm thinking on the drive over from the house to the studio, hey, wouldn't it be nice if we just did a little simple little sun catcher? So this is what I came up with. But you have to do the close-up camera.
I know. I was reading a question. Okay, there you go.
Okay, so this is what I come up with. This is my, and I just drew this out on a piece of manila folder, and I was like, you know what, that looks like a pretty good.
Don't pay attention to all
Don't
those
pay
squiggles.
attention to all the black lines.
What's the other side look like? Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, that might be it. I don't know which one I think I'm using this side, so I am. And if I am, then this is what it's going to look like, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do this red, we're going to do this white, and so we're just going to, first thing we're going to do is this is our top, this is around our ankle, so we're going to get rid of this. And guess what? We don't hardly hear that glass whatsoever. So we're going to take care of this. Now remember, guys, and gals, if you don't need it, just get it out of the way, okay? So like even this little piece here, we don't need that. We'll get that out of the way. So let's go ahead and cut this. Now remember, when we're done with this, we're going to have to grind it. I'm not going to do all that. We're going to cut this. We're going to cut this. Am I in the light, Barb?
Yes.
Okay, so you heard me stop. Okay.
Oh, go in.
I am. Hang on. So we're gonna start this with our silver schnitz. So I'm running everything, you see, I'm running everything sideways, y'all. Let's turn that back around where it belongs. So when I grab it again, we won't have to worry about it. So just take this and move this out of the way. Now we all know this is going to have to be ground, but so what I've done here, this is a really pretty red glass, and I've taken this is my gold Sharpie paint pen, okay? So I've traced my pattern onto my red.
They can't maybe sit it up on its side, this on its side a little bit so they can see the drawing. There you
go. See, I got the gold paint pen on that. There we go. Hold on.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so there's my gold paint pen. So we're gonna get rid of some stuff here. So first of all, let's get rid of this. And there's a little bit of red. So we're not gonna take this all out at one time. We need to eliminate this. So we're gonna start up here, right here, and we're gonna go across the top. And y'all can hear, you can hear how soft this glass is. So I'm using my grousing pliers, I have my running pliers, and the one thing you definitely need is a bench brush. So, okay, so we're gonna start this, and we're gonna come down. Now when I get to where I'm gonna curve, I'm just gonna turn the glass. And remember, just like turning the wheels on your car when you're turning, if you're moving forward, it's always so much easier.
We just got a super sticker.
All right, so now we're going to do this. Thank you.
Thank you, Elisa.
All right, so I did a rainbow cut, a partial rainbow right here. And we're going to come in. And I'm going to take my silver snips and I'm going to come right over here.
I can't see. There you go.
Right there, just like that. Come right out. Okay.
Up further so they can see.
There we go. So now, as I'm sitting here, my score is just steady cooling down. And I'm gonna, got it out. So when y'all draw your stocking, okay, when you draw your stocking, if you draw too steep of an inside curve, it's nobody's fault but your own.
And you need to turn it around
I
so
will,
they
hang
can
on.
see you. Thank you, Elisa.
Oh, Lisa, thank you. There you go, guys.
That's cute.
And this year, nobody gets coal in their stocking.
No.
Everybody's been so good, nobody gets any coal. So anyway, that's just a really simple, so, you know, take a moment, draw yourself a sock, and go to your studio and let it rock. Elisa, thank you so much, hon. We appreciate that.
We appreciate it. We appreciate
So anyway,
it.
there you go. So it'd take like 1 minute to grind this, 3 minutes to foil it, and your hanger, okay? Your hanger is going to go right here.
Wait a minute. Let me go back to
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, hang on. Let's go over here. Your hanger, when you hang your stocking, is going to go right here. So as long as it's in that joint, and do me a favor, if you're going to build this, run wire all the way around it so you can hang it there and it won't ever come apart. This is a great little gift. It doesn't.
You can make it bigger.
You can make it as big as you want, or you can make it smaller. You can make it 3 stockings.
Yeah.
1 stocking, 2 stocking, 3 stocking, 4.
It's a great beginner project, and there you go, a little Christmas ornament. It's light enough to hang on the tree.
Yeah, it's light enough to hang on the tree, a little bit of ribbon, and it's adorable.
And you can use scrap.
And you can use scrap glass. And they don't have to be red and white. They can be green and blue, or they can be anything you want. Enjoy yourselves, have fun, and it's a great seller at the festival show.
Yeah, and you can price that one a little bit less than your other.
Right, get them in the door.
Yeah.
Get them a stocking, and then send them home with a big window.
Okay, we've had a great night tonight. Let's go for some more questions. Anyone have questions? We'd love to answer some more. Just put the questions in the chat with a Q.
Yeah.
Yeah, so look for us to be asking you guys questions
About our project.
about our project. We're going to, especially the membership, we're going to include you in a lot of different decision-making process, because the channel's all about stained glass and what you guys need, and so we want to kind of communicate with you guys.
Right.
And we do want to communicate with you guys, and that's part of the process of our grant, is to,
communicate with our viewers,
yes,
even
and find out.
even in a more deeper content than
And build a bigger community.
right.
Spread the craft of
Oh,
stained glass.
21,545 subscribers, y'all. Thank you.
Our goal was to be at 25,000 by April. At the end of this project, we want to be at 25,000.
So when we do the grand opening of the new YouTube studio, we want to be at 25,000 subscribers as well. It's going to be a great thing, y'all.
Okay,
All
here's
right, we
some
got a couple more questions.
How do
Yeah.
you sell your work if you don't want to do fairs? That's a good question, Carol.
She's got to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I don't know. How do you sell your work?
How do you sell your work if you don't want to do fairs? The best way is to think about it. You know, you can do Facebook.
Yeah, you can do consignment.
I wouldn't advise
Do
doing
consignment.
consignment. Taylor, can you grab her? I think she has to go.
I think she has to pee.
I think she has to go outside or something.
She does.
Okay, she does. Sorry about that, guys. Nature calls. Okay, I started thinking about what we were going to do when we didn't have a retail store, and we no longer wanted to do fairs. You can find places that will sell your work, but I would seriously think about doing some online sales, because I think that's the way of the future. And you can start small and build up. But that's what I would do.
Yeah, you have to be really, I don't know, our goal when we get ready to retire is to have 10 wholesale galleries.
And wholesale galleries, meaning that they buy the product from us. We don't put it out on consignment.
Yeah, we
because
don't just
can't
leave it there and
afford-
we'll see you when you get ready to give us a check.
Yeah, we can't
don't do
afford
that.
to do that. So you could do that. Set your goal and say, okay, first year you might want 3 galleries. Next year, 5. Next year, then and then the goal is to get 20 galleries, and then you're selling them maybe $500 a year, or So start thinking about how you can do that. And then in the meantime, start building an online presence on your websites or
Right.
wherever you are, Instagram, Pinterest, wherever you have your most influence. I would start with that social media account
Right.
and build it from there. That's
So-
what I would do.
Yeah, so we had a couple questions about running the wire inside or outside. I try to run my wire right down the very middle of the piece of the glass itself, kind of center it, so that when I go to bead it up, it puts a nice round bead on it. Because you don't just put it around there; you actually have to finish it too. So when you're finishing it, if it's in the middle, it's much easier to make it look nice and to bead it up.
Okay, and that was, you were answering Mary's question? Who were you?
Yeah,
Is that what you were?
Anita's question and Mary's question.
Same question?
Same, pretty much.
Do you put the wire inside or outside?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Same question,
First,
pretty
okay,
much. yeah.
all right.
So Pit Moon.
Oh, Etsy, eBay, yeah, you can
Yeah.
do that if you like. So yeah, and maybe that's what you want to do. Etsy,
Have an art yard
There's-
sale, Jules said.
huh?
Have an art yard sale, Jules said.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Etsy, you want to, kind of look at Etsy
You
and
have to
see
be
what
careful,
products
yeah.
would be the best for Etsy. Maybe Magali could advise on that, or people that do Etsy. eBay, I've done eBay, not had a lot of luck, but it's just depends on your product and the people that you know in your market.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
Pip Moon wants to know, does your necklace light up? She keeps getting images in her head of your hair on end. No, the battery's dead, so we don't have to worry about catching ourselves.
And when they put them together, well, I don't need to tell you where they were made, but when they put them together, they strip the screws out so you can't get the back open
We
to
might
get the
get
battery.
shocked. I don't know. They lit up last year, but not this year. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
they
why.
look cute. So, and I thought it looked really swell on Barbara's red sweater. She's very festive tonight, so we're looking good.
Karen says her Facebook page has gotten her many commissions, and joining community pages too helps. Yeah, Facebook's got a lot of community pages and that kind of thing.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so more the merrier.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, Jennifer E. For the artist of the snowman, how long did it take you to complete that?
That's Jules, right? Was she the snowman? Or
No,
paper?
Brett.
Oh,
Brett Jackson. I don't know if Brett's here. I
Oh, I thought she was talking about the little snowman.
Oh, the little snowman was Summer Watson.
Summer Watson. Okay. There she is.
Okay.
There's the girl, everybody. She's
Thank
ready.
you, Ray.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
Ray.
everything, Ray.
Yeah.
It says don't forget to like and subscribe. Summer's late. We showed your item, Summer, so you have to go back and watch it.
Yeah. And Jennifer, you're talking about making the
Justin pattern, the snowman.
oh,
Isn't it the snowman you're talking about, right? I think so. Okay.
red. I'm looking to make a similar pattern. How should I stabilize it? Jennifer, if you're going to make a snowman that size, it looks to be about 1.5 foot by 3 foot. You just 2 vertical bars or 2 horizontal bars will be fine, and just kind of incorporate one more line or even bend the rebar if you're gonna put it in like a door or something. Just you can heat the rebar and bend it so that it conforms to the shape of the snowman, to his pipe or to the smoke coming out of it, or
Anita, over the copper foil.
yeah, over top of the copper foil. All right, y'all. Hey, we're gonna go look at Christmas lights tonight.
Yeah, we're going to go get a milkshake and look at some Christmas lights.
And I hope in your community, if you do have Christmas lights up for your town, please take a moment and go out and look for them, because you know your city employees have worked really hard to make your town beautiful for you. So. And I want to thank our city employees here in Conway. Thanks, guys and gals.
They have got it looking good.
Man, they rocked on it this year.
So we're going to go look at them. We're going to check in. You all have a good night, and
Stay safe. Watch out. It's Christmas shopping time, everybody.
I gotta find my last screen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Thank y'all.